Hello everyone, Chandrea here, just talking about the Shemika Cosey story that aired on Good Morning America. The first thing I want to say is I believe they did an amazing job with the story, giving the context of what happened that day with Shemika. My part was more of just talking about the details of her disappearance and things like that. So that was my area of it. But I thought it was amazing that they gave the story the full treatment. And when I say that, I mean in the world of television, to have 5 minutes dedicated to this story and to the issue of missing people of color is amazing. They also illustrated, the pain that Shemika's mom goes through on a daily basis and how she's really trying to find her child. There's a lot of other things that are also involved in the story that I want to talk to you guys about at the end of the package. So I'm going to run the story now, and then I'll come back at the end. Check it out.
Us now to our new series, Vanish, taking a closer look at unsolved missing persons cases and following new clues that could help crack them. This morning, we have the story of a missing Missouri girl, Shemika Cosey, who disappeared without a trace in 2008, and her family's fight to bring her home. Steve Osunsami has more. So glad that we're doing this, Steve. Good morning.
Good morning to you, Robin. So many of these families feel that they're searching on their own, that the public has forgotten, and in some cases, they feel it's because of the color of their skin. This mother in Missouri is refusing to give up hope.
I still have hope. I still have hope that one day I'm going to find my child.
This is the face of the daughter who Paula Hill wants the world to remember and help her bring home.
She's 8 on here. I wrote her on the back.
She wants people to see her daughter the way she does to this day, a little girl in pigtails.
It's very hard living day to day, not knowing where your child is.
Her name is Shemika Cosey, and the moment she disappeared is burned into her mother's memory.
On December the 28th, 2008, that was the last day that I seen her. And it was a normal day.
You've come back to this neighborhood a number of times.
Oh, yeah.
Shemika Cosey was here, spending the night with her cousins just a few days after Christmas in 2008, when everyone woke up in the morning and discovered she was gone. She was 16 years old, a door was unlocked, and police just outside St. Louis believe she ran away, so they never searched for the girl.
They're not doing anything because they think she gone on her own. I don't know what to do.
Shemika Cosey's story was different in the sense that she vanished without a trace.
Chandrea Thomas is a local news anchor and reporter who produces a podcast documenting forgotten cases of missing Black Americans. This was one of her first.
She was going in and out of the house that particular night at around 1 a.m. She left with her purse and with her jacket. Her belongings, her overnight bag was still left on the counters in the house, and she was never seen again.
This idea that she ran away, you don't believe that?
No. Do I believe she left on her own with someone? Yes. But she was intending to come back. She was not intending to stay gone for 10 years.
Her mother says her daughter wasn't perfect. She once discovered a fake ID, and another time saw her daughter in the dark sedan of a much older man.
You believe that it's possible she may have been caught up into the sex trafficking trade?
Yes, because I heard about her dating an older man.
Frustrated with police, the family went searching on their own. They posted flyers outside nightclubs where the 16-year-old used to sneak in.
Good afternoon, everyone.
She needed someone who understood her pain and started this support group. They told us to tell parents of missing children to never give up.
You belong to a club that nobody wants to belong to.
Yes. And we can give each other advice. Like, they've been through this.
Years later, when Paula Hill and her 2 other girls were packing up to move, they found this major clue.
So this is one of her notebooks. Actually,
In these 3 notebooks are her daughter Shemika's handwritten messages from a few months before she disappeared. She talks about a boyfriend and sharing with him that she might be pregnant.
I can't allow him to feel like he got power over me.
Police interviewed the boyfriend and say he's not a suspect.
I can assure that this department has tried to do everything in our power to find Shemika Cosey.
They tell us the case is still active, and recently calls are coming in.
2 weeks ago, we got a call. And we're going to follow up on any and all leads that we get.
Hill and her other daughters have submitted DNA samples to a national registry, praying the records give them a match.
This is her at the family reunion.
Paula Hill gets through the day with a broken heart, but in the time we spent with her, she smiled and laughed the most when she took us through these precious photos of her missing daughter.
Spirit Day. I just need to keep her face out there. I don't want anyone to forget that she's still missing.
Because you certainly haven't forgotten.
Please take a look at your screen. These are age-progressed photos of Shemika Cosey, produced by the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. She is now 26 years old. She may be going by the name of Mika. If you have any information on her case, please call 1-800-THE-LOST. You can also visit our website for more information on Shemika Cosey's case, as well as information on those other missing people who are being searched for by her mother's support group.
I got to tell you, Steve, when you saw the support group, how many families are going through what Shemika's family is going through, Steve?
So many families are going through this, and you know, more people go missing in America than anyone could possibly imagine. And for these families, it is a lonely fight, especially if their stories don't make it into the headlines.
And each story deserves to be told, each and every one of them. All right, Steve, thanks so much.
And so often we're telling the stories of missing women and girls of color especially, so it's great that we are shining a light on this.
All right, I appreciate you guys for checking out the story. Hopefully you got some more insight into Shemika's disappearance. Another thing that I want to add is that Good Morning America also did like an extra web treatment of the story. So they did include some of the stories and the missing persons cases that involve the family members that were in the story. So you can check that out online as well. And one other thing I want to say is that Intrigued Full Effect, my podcast, will continue as long as the stories come to me. And, you know, I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. And I hope you guys stick with me. And, you know, we'll see what happens next.